Welcome back to the Art of Hobbies. I'm Erin, joined by my lovely host, Tam. And in the holiday spirit, we've been thinking a lot about how, or I don't know if you feel this way, Tam, but the holidays can be completely overwhelming.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, especially if you've got little kids and work and there's a lot to manage. Like, I feel like holidays are so fun and magical, but then overwhelming at the same time. And it's just like, how the heck do we balance all this and not completely burn ourselves out and still, like, enjoy the moment, right?
Well, let's talk about what we're balancing, Erin.
Yes, let's please. Go ahead.
Let's just take the chapters of
Yes.
our life, shall we?
Let's do
okay,
it.
so
Go
if
for
I'm
it.
at work, I'm trying to get to the deadlines by the end of December. I'm trying to, entertain the holiday party, the corporate holiday party. I'm trying to also coordinate, gifts for the people that are at work. That's just work. Then I go home and I'm trying to manage my kids. Every day have a themed day at school that they need a costume for, and they need to bring in a little surprise for, like a stuffy or a snack or something. And then it's also trying to do like the Christmas concerts and the buying of the presents for them, and then the elf. I don't do elf in my house, but I coordinate elf in some houses. And then there's also trying to do like the cooking and the traveling and the logistical planning of the traveling.
Yep.
And that's just my own personal life of like, well, I want to also do my hobbies and my things. And then there's decorating. And then, am I done yet?
Yeah, I mean, all the things. And then you want to get in go see the Christmas lights and make sure you make everything festive for your children.
Yes.
Bake the cookies.
Yes.
Decorate the cookies.
Yes.
Yep, wrap the gifts. all
Trying
the
to keep
things.
everything nostalgic. You got to decorate the Christmas tree.
Make the
You
most
got
of
to make
it.
sure you get it all out. Like,
Yep.
it's, how do we fit it all
Yeah.
in that time frame?
Yeah.
What is that, 6 weeks worth of stuff that we're
Yeah,
trying to
if
do
you start
all
like
of that in?
right around Thanksgiving, right after Thanksgiving, yeah, it's a lot. Maybe a little before that, right?
Gosh.
So it's like, I think we put so much pressure on ourselves to make things so perfect and like, seize every moment because we don't want to miss out on the opportunity, right? And we
Who puts that on us, though?
Oh, we do.
Is it us?
And, well, maybe social. Like, I would imagine some of it's social
Yeah?
pressures, right? It's social media and society. Like, we're bombarded with ads starting like end of October or mid-October about Christmas,
Yeah,
right?
true.
Just, yeah.
Well, I think even Hallmark knows that it's a problem because I'm
Yeah.
pretty certain every Hallmark movie is about some, middle-aged woman who is, in her snowy little winter town trying to put on like the biggest festival for 75
True,
people,
true.
all on herself.
Yeah.
And then she has like some sort of mental breakdown
Right.
and then makes out with a guy and it's fine.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's it all.
Yeah.
That's
There's a
Hallmark.
lot asked of us at around the holidays for sure. So what we want to talk about today is how we really just need to step back, slow down, find ways, like even if it's small moments, to slow down and either utilize holiday things as hobbies or finding ways to fit in the things that do make you happy still. So you're not just
Absolutely.
completely overwhelmed all the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree. Well, you were talking about earlier when we were talking about decorating for the holidays
Yeah.
even. You were saying how you're trying to actively not be like, I have to put out all the holiday
Yes.
decorations
Yeah.
today.
Yes.
Like just kind of doing it in a slower pace, right?
Yeah.
How's that working out?
It worked out. I feel like this year I did a pretty nice job with it. We've been doing this tradition of cutting down our own Christmas tree. So we've been doing that like right after Thanksgiving. And then we got that put up and that was like our thing we did that day,
Okay.
And then the next weekend I decorated the tree. It took me a whole week. I didn't,
Wow.
I know, I really showed some restraint.
You did? My God.
Thank goodness, because in the middle of the week, my kids knocked over the Christmas tree and there was water all over the floor. So I'm so glad I actually waited because it was a huge mess.
That would have been a lot with all the electricity. That's hysterical.
Oh my gosh. I mean, there was water all over the floor. There was pine needles everywhere. The trees like cattywampus. It's like, oh my gosh. So I was really glad I actually waited. It was like, thank you, universe. But anyways, yes. So waited the next weekend to do that. And then I think I even waited another weekend to do the rest of the decorations. So, and then I just got Adam to put up my Christmas lights outside. So that was a contentious issue, but no.
but
no,
that's
it actually did feel a lot better, like slowly bringing things up versus like bringing boxes of stuff up and feeling like you have to like get it all out. Otherwise, it's just a huge chaotic mess,
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
It was so much better this year. Yeah.
Did
Highly
you
recommend.
try using any of our strategies? Like we always talk about one of the key things to really helping women like prioritize self-care is by putting it on their calendar. Like did you like December 1 sit down and look at your calendar and like
Kind
schedule
of. I mean,
out-
mentally, I didn't put it on the actual calendar, but mentally we did. We said, this is the day we're going to do our Christmas tree. And then I did mentally think like, okay, this day I'll have time. And, in some ways I did kind of schedule it. I didn't just do it on a whim.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was really helpful.
We tried to do that this year. I tried to be, because I feel like last winter, Christmas and like Thanksgiving just blew past me.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I got to do any of the things I wanted to do because I think I was, it was my first year kind of being in the whole self-care prioritizing realm and through the holiday season. And I think there were some bumps and bruises along the way because I didn't think to really put those things on the schedule and treat it like it was the self-care, world that I'm in. And I feel like I missed out on going and driving around and looking at lights.
Yeah.
Do you ever put your kids in the car and just drive around and look at lights? I think we talked about this before.
I haven't, no, because I feel like they just get antsy. But we'll go to the drive-through lights at a park or something. They like that because they get to get out of the car seat. I think that's more fun.
Oh, yeah. Instead of going to neighborhoods.
Right.
So I missed out on those last year, and I really wanted to make sure I got to do that. I wanted to do like a cute little holiday date. I wanted to do a holiday like theme thing, and I think putting it on the schedule this year is like helping me like follow it through a little more and seeing it better. But it's treating it like it's a hobby, like what you were saying. Like the holiday season can really just be like seem like one big deadline that you're just trying to get to everything, and then it's like, are you really enjoying it, or are you just checking the things off the checkbox, right? Yeah. And I don't want to feel like that during this time of year. I want to feel like I'm keeping the joy up there. But, I already have, you're already compounded with additional tasks on top of
that you feel like you have to
stuff.
do, right?
I feel like my hobby time specifically has been the most impacted, or at least I felt like that in the beginning. In the beginning, I was looking at my December and I was like, okay, I'm trying to think of my holiday time. What do I want to put in there? And I found that hugely infringed on like my self-care time. So I almost kind of had to change my mindset a little bit and use some of our tactics. Like one of them being like, I needed to really look at the holiday stuff that I feel like I should do and change it into like I could
what you want to do.
Yeah, or what I want to do. And that really kind of helped me really look at what I typically do during the holiday season, like the concerts and the cookies exchanges and the driving and the lights, and seeing what would actually feasibly fit in my schedule while also being willing to pivot if things like mentally I just felt overwhelmed. Yeah,
I think you said one thing that I think is really important is like prioritize what you want to do. Don't do what you feel like you should do, because you can't do it all. And like setting boundaries for yourself is going to just make you feel a lot more restored during the holiday season and happy versus, like you said, trying to check all the boxes.
Have you seen that new movie that's out, the Christmas movie with Michelle Pfeiffer?
No.
Fun?
No. It's a good one?
It's so good.
Okay.
But first of all, Michelle Pfeiffer looks phenomenal.
Really?
Oh
yeah.
my God.
No,
Whatever fountain of youth she's in, we got to figure out her skincare routine. But it's essentially just like a mom who is like trying to do everything, and she has like this one holiday event that she's decided that she wants to do is like a Christmas concert for her kids, and they all end up leaving and forgetting her, which sends her into like a full-blown like mental breakdown.
Aww, sad.
But watching the movie, like it literally like kind of like it almost kind of like is like, and moms feel this during the holidays, and feel like every other scene I was like, oh my God, like they're literally trying to be like,
to you.
Girl, we see you doing all this stuff. Stop.
Yeah.
Ask for help.
Yeah.
And I think that's another thing that during the holidays, like we can try to keep together is, don't be afraid to ask for help from your partner if you have that, or for your family members. So, because I think perfectionism really hits hard in the holiday months. I mean, at least for me, does it hit for you?
Oh, yeah. I feel like I've tried to be really intentional about that. It's okay if our houses aren't like decked out, like crazy, like you see on socials, and like that we don't do all the things. And, I decided this year I'm not going to send out holiday cards because I just didn't want to mess with it,
Good for you.
And just like trying to like let go of some of that social pressure and remember like just what brings you joy. Like looking at that, one thing that was like I was really wanting to do was make cookies with our kids. Like we did gingerbread cookies from scratch last year, and I wanted to do that again this year. I found that to be a really positive experience, and we did that. Like one day we just had nothing going on, like thankfully, and we made cookies and we decorated them, and it was just really sweet. Yeah, it was awesome, and I felt like that's exactly what I want all my weekends to be in the holiday season.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I think that's
really nice.
Sweet, and I think you did exactly what we typically recommend to do, is that you just thought of like, you looked at what your holiday checklist was of the shoulds, and you kind of turned it into what could you do and enjoy and be present for.
Right.
And I think that's like, it's almost kind of like you could spin that as like your holiday hobby this year was like you wanted to just do cookies.
Yeah.
And use that as like that little glimpse of joy to kind of just make you feel like you are taking that time for self-care. It sounds like it was really
Definitely.
fulfilling for
It actually
you.
really was. It was really nice. And we ended up making pasta that night too.
Did you really?
Yeah, we got out the pasta maker.
I was wondering if you were still doing pasta.
We do. We brought it out. Every once in a while,
Yeah.
we'll bring it out. So that was fun. We made spaghetti.
Are you getting really good at making pasta at this point?
Adam is. He's really good at it.
Is he?
He's kind of taken it over, which is totally fine because he's the chef in our house and he's really good at it. But he makes the dough now mostly because he's just got it down, and then I'll help roll it out, or he'll help with the other parts of it. So,
I feel like that's the part I would enjoy, is just cranking it.
Yeah, cranking it through. The kids love that too, and then boiling it. So yeah, it is fun. It was a really nice day, or it was just a lot of fun things. But yeah, I think finding a lot of slowing down, finding those things that bring you joy. I don't know. Can you think of any other like holiday hobbies that might be good for?
Well, I mean, you talked about the baking aspect. I think that's important. I think the decorating piece, like you said, like, don't feel that pressure to put it all up. Like, turn it into your holiday hobby. Today you have 10 minutes to put up some. A couple days from now you have 10 more minutes to put up some. And I think, trying not to make it so pressured on yourself, because like you said, who are you trying to make it perfect for? Right? Like, look into like the enjoyment of celebrating with your family, and even celebrating for yourself. Like, I personally love this time of year, and so I think sometimes I get caught up, especially as a mom, like trying to make sure that like I create like these perfect memories for the girls that they're going to take on with their, as they grow older, and that they're going to want to pass down to their kids. But if I sit back and look at it, am I really making it fun for them if I'm already putting this pressure that it has to be perfect and amazing? Right. And then are they really going to want to pass that down to their kids? Or are they going to be like, dude, don't do that. Mom looked like she hated life during that.
Definitely don't want that.
Right? So I think if you, just take that moment and take that step back, fight that perfectionism that you have in it. Try to, really space yourself out and try to do things in the present moment and being joyful about it, I think is going to be very, very helpful.
Absolutely. No, I think that's the takeaway, right?
Yes.
Well, we hope that you enjoyed this topic and that you can all slow down this holiday season. And we hope you join us next time.
Take care.
Bye.
Merry Christmas, Erin.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to The Art of Hobbiness. Be sure to subscribe and leave a review. And for more Erin and Tam fun, be sure to follow us on all socials for behind-the-scenes footage on our journey to find hobbiness.